My suggestion, because the former mother-in-law was so lukewarm about telling our listener if she was going to give her a good recommendation or a bad recommendation, to not even use her at all. First of all, we had this conversation. I'm still surprised people actually check references.
I know. Yeah, it does seem a little
outdated.
Yeah, antiquated something, but
Like, why call a person you know is going to say nothing but amazing things about you? Although we did say, well, there has been cases here where interns use us as recommendations. We had no idea.
We're like, do you remember your time here?
Who are you?
Were you the one that fell on the couch? Fell asleep on the couch? So we did the texting tutor with her and her ex-mother-in-law, and she and her ex have a son together. So the mother-in-law, I mean, she's a grandma as well to her son. And the text exchange, we try to keep it professional, but the mother-in-law called us out. She's like, because we were pressing about whether or not she was going to give us a good reference, because the mother-in-law kept just like being evasive, saying, I'll be honest. But she wouldn't say how honest she was going to be, and if she was going to be pleasantly honest or not so pleasantly honest. So it went back and forth, and at the end, we were finally like, okay, well, thank you for your honesty, and I just this job is going to could be very beneficial for your grandson and me. Kind of trying to lay a little bit of a guilt trip, but we told her under no circumstances should she use this woman as a reference. However, we will reach out to her pretending that we are looking to hire you and get the real deal as to how she feels about you and what kind of reference she would give.
Now, the far better audio, we understand this, would be for us to call the mother-in-law and record us as like some fake company, just seeing if she was going to give a good recommendation or not. You can't do that. It's illegal. Those that are receiving the call must be told in advance that they are being recorded. So we couldn't do that. So we did the next best thing, and that was keep a transcript. And that's what Tommy did over the weekend. Our studio director called the former mother-in-law and can give us the account of exactly what happened.
Right. And I sounded so legit. I had the name Randy Schaefer.
Randy Schaefer.
I want you guys to go around the room. I want you to guess which way mom-in-law went. Did she support her or trash her?
If she supported her, it was because Kristen guilted her into thinking about the grandkid. I'll go with supported. I think that was pretty smart of you.
I want to go with supportive too, just because that in my heart of hearts, that's what I want to believe.
I want to as well, but my gut tells me she trashed her.
Yeah,
now,
that's what I feel.
Is it legal to trash somebody on a reference?
No,
I'd always heard you can't.
No, it's literally like, would you hire them? Yes or no? Like that's that's it.
Why would you ask us the question,
right?
And then say, well, you can't anyway.
Judges, I would like to change my answer.
I just wanted to see if anybody would say trash. All right, so here we go. So she answers the phone, and I said, hi, my name's Randy Schaefer. I'm calling from so-and-so company. Is this Rachel's mother-in-law? And I use Rachel's full name. And she said, yes, this is she. I said, I'm calling in reference to Rachel. She listed you as a professional reference.
But you're this whole time, you don't know that this is her mother-in-law. This is just a reference for Rachel, right? The way you're playing this. Because I'm sure she wouldn't put down on her resume that, this is my reference and this is also my mother-in-law.
Right. So she says, yes, she told me she had me listed as a reference. What would you like to know? And I said, can you tell me when Rachel worked for the company? And she said, well, I can't give you exact dates off the top of my head, but she was here for several years and left maybe 2.5 years ago. And I said, she listed her job title as blank. Does that sound accurate? And she said, yes, that's accurate in terms of what her actual title was. However, I would have to say that she was so much more than that. She really took on so much responsibility beyond what her official title indicated and was vital to our company in ways that are not typical of someone in that position.
She used the word vital.
So she was laying it on. She was laying it on thick. And then I said, so do you feel that she was well suited for that role? And she says, not at all. I feel that she was overly qualified for it.
Okay. All right.
Unfortunately,
Well
we
done,
didn't have an
Tommy.
opening to advance her or a budget to add a new position. And then I said, could you tell me why she left that position? And she said she was expecting a child and had decided to dedicate some time to her new role as a mother. And I said, if given the opportunity, would you hire her again? And mom-in-law said, only if we had a role that was worthy of her strengths. And I don't feel that her prior position was that.
That is a good answer.
Glowing.
There's a reason why she's like top notch.
Wow.
So I said, so it's safe to assume you would recommend that we hire her. And she said, yes, I think you will be very glad that you did. And I said, wonderful. Thank you for so much for your time. And she said, absolutely. Please let me know if I can help.
I think that grandmotherly guilt trip that you put her on, I think that's the key right here. Because if she helps out, she's helping out her son.
Her review was so good that it would make me feel like, is she putting on? Like, I almost wouldn't even believe it.
Good for her. Good for her.
Now, but okay, now what we do?
Yeah, because
Nothing.
It wasn't a real job.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she's gonna ask. Like, what if the mother-in-law asks, like, how did that job? Like, 'cause she gave her such a great review. Like, she should get the job.
I'll follow up with Rachel just to see if the mother-in-law says anything.
Call us another company today, Tommy.
Yeah.
Keep calling and keep calling.
Bill Collins will be my name next week.
The Bert Show.